The Oilers are on a 4-game losing skid, and oh dear, they find themselves in the basement, the Northwest Division.
They were at the top at one point.
They want to experience it all.
Yeah, they sure do. They've now been outscored 13-6 in those 4 games that they've lost. They're on a 4-game losing streak, so they could certainly use more offense, and that starts with getting some more quality shots on net. They've also been outshot a whopping 141-89 during the 4-game slide.
We just have this tendency to want to make the perfect play. Without a doubt, you know, the 2 or 3 little taps you might get in the blue paint, they're shots. And not only that, they're chances.
And perhaps nobody is better at cashing in on those chances than the Red Wings. Monday's 3-2 loss to Detroit was the Oilers' 7th straight against the surging Wings. All 3 goals against coming on deflections in front of Happy Bullen.
Back up top to Lidstrom. Lidstrom winds, fires a slap shot, then that one gets tipped.
We're still working on the first part of that, and that's the willingness to go there. I don't think it's a lack of desire or jam or anything like that. It's just understanding that that has got to be the end point, not just for the puck. And nowadays, we have to have people there.
6 games in the NHL tonight. Blackhawks hosting the Habs. Second period, Canadiens up 1-0. Andrew Brunette wraps it around. Tied game now in the second. The 2-on-1, Patrick Sharp coming down, makes a nice move to cut to the middle, and he gets it past Peter Budaj. The Hawks go on to win 5-1. And Claude Giroux makes his return after missing 4 games with a concussion. First period, Stars up 1-0 on Philly. And he's tied for the lead in NHL with points at 39. You can make that 40. Second period, Flyers up 2-1. Jaromir Jagr passes it to Giroux. He sends it back to Jagr for the give and go. Flyers lead 3-1 and they go on to win 4-1. Giroux gets 4 points. Elsewhere, the Canucks doubled Detroit 4-2. Phoenix edged the Hurricanes 4-3. The Avs took the Blues 3-2, and the Sharks manhandled the Lightning 7-2. Hockey fans in Red Deer will get a treat tomorrow night as Canada faces Switzerland in a World Junior tune-up game, and watch for speedy number 12, Brendan Gallagher. The Vancouver Giants forward has a knack at getting under the skin of the opposition, and at just 5'8", he's heard all the short jokes. He even gave Oil King captain Mark Pysyk credit for a recent jab.
Well, recently Pysyk had a pretty good one. We were skating with the little kids, and all their sticks were about 2 feet tall, and they were saying a batch of my sticks came in, so it was pretty funny. I thought that one was pretty good. There's the car seat ones and all those ones too, so there's a lot of good ones out there.
It's fun. They never get old, I think.
Canada and Switzerland face off at 7 o'clock tomorrow night at the Centrium. And there were a couple games happening tonight in the World Junior Pre-Comp. Camrose was the host of the USA-Switzerland game, where the U.S. won 7-3, and the other game was in Calgary, where the Finns shut out Slovakia 3-0. The St. FX Lacrosse Academy is used to having players graduate and take their game to the next level. Junior A, NCAA, and even professional. Today, new and former Knights came together for some lacrosse alumni style.
This is just kind of a culmination of 8 years of running the FX Lacrosse Academy.
Players are home for the holidays, and while the former Knights spent most of the year apart, it's the academy that brings them back together and helps inspire the next generation.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, it's always been one of my dreams to get a scholarship through lacrosse, you know, do something I love.
My grade 10s and first-year guys in the program, to see these kids coming back from Yale and Salisbury and Albany and top programs in the country, you know, it's great for them to learn off these guys, and they all started in the same place they did.
Besides showcasing their skills, freshman NCAA athlete Connor Anderson has some advice for young Knights like Michael.
Just make sure you're always having fun, always have a stick in your hands, and put as much into your classroom work as you do on the floor in that.
And the town of Lamont is about 60 kilometers east of Edmonton. It has a population of around 1,600 people, and it's also home to one of the biggest and most successful drag bike teams in the nation. Adam Cook reports.
Among the quiet streets of Lamont resides a steel company which is making a lot of noise on the international drag bike scene.
The little shop from Lamont, yeah, the little guy that could. Yeah, great things come from small places.
This is the home of ASB Racing.
Give me like a 3, 2, 1, or...
And this is the sound of a nitro-injected drag bike. The Pellerides have only been racing drag bikes for 4 years, but this family-run operation is coming off its most successful season. Craig won first place in Canadian Pro Drag, and his nephew Mike posted the fastest time ever by a Canadian on a V-twin Nitro Harley. The Manufacturers Cup in Georgia is like the Super Bowl of drag bike events. And that's where Mike made Canadian history by traveling a quarter mile in 6.2 seconds at 366 kilometers per hour.
Oh, it was made the whole year. Makes you excited to do it again next year, that's for sure.
Oh, we were blown away. Actually, we looked at it and then we looked again. We're like, maybe it's wrong.
You got to be a little nuts.
You got to be a little out there, I guess.
These machines weigh 1,000 pounds and almost fly off the track.
You're floating in the wind because the front tire doesn't even touch.
Nitrogen allows these bikes to hit unimaginable speeds. It's also the element that makes the sport so dangerous.
It's combusting so hard and there's exploding, it's not actually firing. So
you really are riding a bomb.
You're riding a bomb, yeah.
Jeez, so that's Kevlar, right?
Yep.
We wear bulletproof vests and our motor strap in because nitro will blow up.
Danger is part of the appeal, and accidents happen. It's not easy being the matriarchal figure of the family.
It's still nerve-wracking, but they're also iron workers.
Some risk with that.
So they have a high-risk job. So
It's something you got to take serious. They're not toys. You know, these things make upwards of 1,000 horsepower.
The trophy room is packed, but ASB Racing is not satisfied. This team from a small town has big aspirations.
We're thinking that we should try to break a 5-second, never been done. Somebody's going to do it first. It may as well be us.
It's everybody's goal because they always remember the first.
Adam Cook, CTV Sports.
Would you ever try that?
I wonder if they ever just sit around with their feet up and relax and read a book.
Where's the fun in that, though?
That's true. You can't break a 5-second rule reading a book. Stay with us. We're back right after this break.